Oh, we live. Good morning. I think all my stuff is crooked in this picture, but it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start this live because I will be recording for you guys anyway. So good morning. Thank you for watching the Meet Makia this morning. I'm so excited to have you on this morning. Again, y'all, it's Monday. It's Monday. We did it. We made it through the weekend. I hope you all had a very productive weekend. I did. Extremely. Yes. Great morning, Samale. So happy to have you up here. Listen, great morning. And hope you guys had a good, productive weekend. I know we had some great weather on Saturday. And then all of a sudden, it's like, 40 degrees outside, okay? So I want to come to you again this morning with the Meet Makia. Our topic this week is going to be influence. We're going to be talking about influence. Circle shift. That's going to be this series, if you want to call it, circle shift. Shifting your circle. Good morning, Miss Dancy. I know we got an appointment here shortly. Circling your circle shift. What does that mean, Makia? Well, let me tell you what it means. I guess I'll start out with this. You guys have your own circle of friends, right? Sometimes you can bring your friends and your family together, right? And then and sometimes you have to keep them apart. You also have your family, your friends, your close friends, and then you have your business colleagues. Sometimes you can mingle them all together, and sometimes you just have to keep them separated. So in praying last week, I thought it was very important to talk about our circle of influence. So my question this morning is going to be, does your circle make you bitter or better? I know, because you have to really ask yourself this. And I want to know how many of you actually evaluate your circle, the people that you spend that intimate time with, the people that you're closest with. How often do you actually evaluate your circle? I talk a little bit about this in my book, Enduring Through the Storms of Life. That's going through its birth and going to be hitting your hands really soon. But let's talk about that. I had to do, and everything that I share with you guys on Meet Makia is things that I had to do. This is my platform to be able to motivate you. I'm glad that it is confirmation for you. That's awesome. I had to really start to evaluate my circle, because sometimes, your circle could be like a gang. You in, it's like blood in, blood out. You know what I'm saying? And at times when you're so embedded and so invested in your circle, you may not be growing. Everybody else around you may be growing, but you're in the same place that you were when you joined this circle. Does that make sense? And so I need you guys to really start really thinking about the people that you allow in your circle, the people that you allow to influence you. So what is influence? Now, let's do some high school stuff. So remember back in the day, y'all, oh, I'm mad at her. Oh, you mad? What you mad? I don't really know what I'm mad about, but I'm going to be mad with her too. That's influence. Why are we mad about stuff that we have nothing to do with? That just makes no sense to me. So finding the right circle is going to be very healthy in your growth and in your forward progression in your life. If everything that offends one person offends you, you're never going to grow. And if your circle of influence wants you to be that type of person that says that beef is your beef, you might want to check your circle. You cannot grow in a toxic circle. So my question again, for those of you that are joining us just a little bit late, does your circle make you better or does your circle make you bitter? And I had to make some major changes in my life to the betterment of my personal growth, my personal development, as well as being an example for my daughter and my children. Okay. And so listen, I hated that in high school. Yeah. Mad by association. You said it, Darlene. People are mad by association, and that makes no sense. And I may have said it in some of our conversations last week that Being mad by association doesn't make no sense, because the very person that you're mad at for no reason at all may be the person that your blessing is attached to. And we don't look at it like that. We do not look at it like, you know what, I'm mad for no reason. If somebody ain't steal from you, take your whole husband, and or all the other things that will make somebody, legitimately mad, what's the problem? So I wanted to really talk about this because I think it's important. And let me free you. If you have to shift your circle a few times a year, let me tell you something. Don't ever let anybody tell you that it's you, unless it really is. You get what I'm saying? Kind of follow me with this. A lot of times, like, oh, you shifting your circle again? Yes, you know why I'm shifting my circle again? Because I'm growing and you're not. So it's okay, guys, if you evaluate your circle and you start to shift. Does your circle believe in your vision? Do they want to see your growth? Do they want to see you secure your bag? A friend who requires you to be mad because they are not. Yeah, exactly. A person that is requiring you to be upset about something that has nothing to do with you is not a friend at all. That's absolutely correct. So that's a flag, or a flag on a play, whatever y'all want to do. If your circle of influence wants you to be mad because you're mad, maybe that's time for you to do a circle assessment. Check your circle, okay? And so for me, I've never been one to be like, well, you're mad, well, I want to be mad too. That makes no sense, guys. So the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because if you really want to grow as an individual, if you really want to reach your goals and dreams, if you really want to just kind of secure your bag, crush your goals, anything your heart's desire, you also have to understand that the Lord is watching. The Lord is watching. And by you being mad by association, you're hindering your own blessings. And you got to understand that some people in your circle just may want you to stay exactly where they are. It's okay to develop another circle. It's okay to enhance your circle. Listen, being in the financial services industry, I've had an opportunity to be mentored by some of the most, greatest minds out there. And at one event I was at, this leader had said, take the evaluation, do an assessment of your current circle. Your five closest people. And I talk about this in my book as well, right? Your Good Morning Miracle, your 5 closest friends. Let's figure out, in finances, we're going to figure out what their worth is, right? Because if you take with the annual employee, your annual income of this friend, that friend, add it all up and divide it by 5, then that's what your worth is. So then you start looking at your circle, be like, dang, I probably need to change my circle. So if you have a friend that's not working for whatever reason, maybe illness or whatever the case is, then that annual income is going to be 0, right? Then you have another friend that probably makes maybe 30, 40,000 a year. Then maybe you have a friend that makes $250,000 a year. But when you add all those together and then you divide them, you find out what your worth is. That number will either make you sad, or it will be like, okay, we're tracking right along. It's no different than you evaluating the intentions of your 5 closest friends. Do they want to see you better, or do they want to see you bitter? So I'm hoping that I'm helping you. God bless you. I hope that I am helping you this morning. Please do a shift. Yes, do not block your own blessings because others can't see you. I think I posted something similar to this over the weekend. Don't give half of you because somebody can't handle all of you. That means you have to shift your circle. You should be able to be transparent. You should have your good days and your bad days, and people not judge you for that. And if you're being judged amongst your own circle, then really they're not. And sometimes your circle of influence or your friends or whatever the case is can really hype some stuff up and make you think, yeah. And then when you get in your alone time, you be like, that was kind of crazy. How did I even get caught up in that? That means that you have to start evaluating your circle. Listen, love on the people that love you and love on your friends that's in your circle. I'm not saying leave them. I'm saying pray for them because they're blinded by something and they're missing out on their own blessing. But if you don't pay attention to your circle of influence, you just may be left behind. And so for me, I had to make a lot of shifts and a lot of moves. And there's some hard decisions that I have to make to do and not to do. And honestly speaking, they're not that hard at all. Because if it's for the betterment of my family and anybody that's close to me, you guys know I am big on protecting my peace. Like my space, my peace is so important. You're only going to come in this circle of mine if you're adding to me. But if you're subtracting, you got to go. Because I have spent so many hours, countless hours of pouring into people via mentorship. People will withdraw from you until you negative, but nobody will ever deposit. That requires you to check your circle. It requires you to check your circle. So I'm hoping that that little bit this morning kind of gave you, a little bit of insight on how to get to your goals and dreams. It first starts with the people that you allow to pour into you, whether positively or negatively. You always got to check the motives, okay? So the big questions today are you doing a circle assessment? Checking your circle. Does your circle make you bitter, or does your circle make you better? Those are big, big red flags if they're making you bitter, okay? So I hope that that's helped you. This is, my low-key motivation, but I'm telling you, this is the stuff, and I cannot tell you, I'm very passionate, as y'all can see. When I hit a hot topic, especially something that's kind of close to me, I have to share with you how I got out of that storm of being enraptured in a bad circle. And not because I didn't love the people that I was involved with, but I realized that some people, if y'all gonna watch this, y'all gotta allow me to be transparent, because the only way I know is to keep it real, okay? Y'all ready? Some people in your circle, don't get mad yet, some people in your circle really have low-key, shady tendencies. I said it! They do. And you love them the same. You love them the same. I'm just saying, pray and evaluate your circle. If you're trying to get to a goal, if you're trying to, get to your dreams, and people get mad at you like, you acting funny. No, I'm not acting funny. I'm growing, and you're still the same. You got to be able to have, hey, cousin, all the way from California, how you doing? You have to be able to have these type of conversations with your circle, because they're quick to say when you change your mentor and you're starting to do better and you're moving in a different direction. And you know what? Getting drunk on the weekend isn't a priority. Having a business plan is. Making a 6-figure income is. Pouring into your children is. Doing some philanthropy. Being an inspiration, motivating people, being an encourager, picking up other hobbies that will better suit you. When you start involving your stuff in the things that matter and your circle is bitter, you can't get better like that. So I am praying that you guys got something. I will keep this open for just a few minutes. That is my word for today. This week we're going to be talking about influence. I'm going to ask you to please share this video. Follow me on Instagram at Shay Makia if you haven't. I am going to upload this video and the one from Friday today. I'm going to upload them today. Follow my YouTube. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot of subscribers because we're just building this. Again, the whole purpose for me doing this, guys, is because I'm tired of us talking about the problem and not making or creating a solution. And I'm going to fix this problem one person at a time, one soul at a time, one video at a time, one post at a time. We're going to learn to come together as one, and we're going to learn to function and operate where everybody can grow and everybody can succeed, not monetarily, but individually, right? And in your personal growth. So I'm trying to tell you, please evaluate your circle. Does anybody have a question for Makia? It's open. Again, hit the share. Please hit the share button, okay? Hit the share button, okay? This is a this is a hot topic. I call it a hot topic, a circle shift, right? If you're joining us late again, we're talking about whether our circle, our immediate circle, makes us bitter or does it make us bitter? And if it makes us bitter, then there's some changes that we have to make, okay? Because you can't grow like that. And then it's no different than when we tell our children. If your children are playing with somebody in the sandbox and they're throwing sand in their face, that's not your friend. A friend is not going to take these little particles of grain and like throw them in your face. So it's no different when we're teaching our children to observe the children that they call their friends. It's no different as adults that you have to observe, right? Observe the people that are closest to you. Again, we don't want you to dismiss them. We want you to love on them. We want you to pray for them. But they have to understand, if they love you, that you can't stay in this type of influence because you got somewhere to go. So if you guys, I'm going to hold it up for like another minute. And if you guys don't have any questions for me, I'm going to let you go and enjoy your day. Again, please make sure that you share this video. And I think I'm going to come to you guys tomorrow. This week, we're going to be talking about influence. Influence is very big. Influence is about character, okay? And character is very big. I don't know if you guys understand that. Character is who you are when nobody is watching. That's a question for all of us, right? Who am I when nobody is watching? That is our character. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, again, make sure you share. Thank you for meeting up with Makia, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.